Some people become intelligent through education. Others become intelligent through experience. But there's another type of intelligence that is far more rare and far more powerful. It's called traumatic intelligence. The kind of intelligence developed through pain, survival, emotional wounds, betrayal, rejection, loneliness, and difficult life experiences. People with traumatic intelligence see the world differently. They notice things others miss. They read emotions quickly. They sense danger early. They overanalyze behavior. And sometimes, they struggle to relax because their mind is always alert. To the outside world, they may appear quiet, emotionally distant, or overly observant. But internally, their brain adapted to survive difficult environments. And over time, survival became intelligence. The scary part is this. Many people with traumatic intelligence don't even realize they have it. They simply think, this is just who I am. But psychology shows that trauma can fundamentally reshape how the brain processes emotions, patterns, relationships, and danger. And while trauma can be painful, it can also create an unusual level of awareness, emotional depth, and mental strength. So in this video, you'll discover 10 signs you may have traumatic intelligence, the rarest and most misunderstood form of smart. And by the end, you may understand yourself in a completely different way. 1. You read people extremely fast. Have you ever met someone and instantly sensed something was off, even before they spoke much? People with traumatic intelligence become highly skilled at reading microexpressions, tone shifts, body language, and emotional energy. Why? Because their brain learned early that understanding people was connected to emotional safety. In difficult environments, reading moods quickly becomes survival. So over time, the brain develops heightened social awareness. This is why many trauma-intelligent people can often predict hidden intentions, emotional instability, manipulation, fake behavior long before others notice it. Their mind constantly scans for patterns, not because they want to judge people, but because their brain learned to protect itself. 2. You overthink everything. Overthinking is often misunderstood. People think it's simply anxiety. But in many cases, it's hyperanalysis developed through survival. When someone grows up around unpredictability, criticism, emotional instability, or betrayal, their brain learns to constantly prepare for possible danger. So they replay conversations, analyze reactions, predict outcomes, imagine worst-case scenarios. Their mind becomes trained to anticipate problems before they happen. And while this can become exhausting, it also creates extremely strong pattern recognition skills. People with traumatic intelligence often notice details others completely ignore. 3. You sense emotional energy quickly. Some people walk into a room and notice nothing. But trauma-intelligent people immediately feel emotional tension. They can sense anger, sadness, fake positivity, hidden discomfort even when nobody says a word. This happens because trauma increases emotional sensitivity. The brain becomes highly alert to emotional shifts in the environment. It's almost like having an emotional radar system. And while this sensitivity can sometimes feel overwhelming, it also creates deep emotional intelligence and awareness. 4. You struggle to fully relax. This is one of the biggest signs. Even during peaceful moments, your mind stays active. You may constantly feel mentally alert, emotionally guarded, easily startled, unable to switch off. Why? Because your nervous system became trained for survival. For many trauma-intelligent people, calmness feels unfamiliar. Their brain learned that staying alert equals staying safe. So even when life becomes stable, the mind still scans for danger. And this is why many highly intelligent survivors secretly struggle with rest. 5. You matured faster than other people. Pain accelerates maturity. People with traumatic intelligence often become emotionally older than their age very early in life. While others were carefree, they were learning. Emotional control, survival, responsibility, self-protection. This creates deep emotional depth and awareness. But it also creates loneliness, because trauma-intelligent people often feel misunderstood by those who haven't experienced similar pain. They think differently, feel differently, and see life differently. 6. You notice behavioral patterns easily. Most people focus only on words. But trauma-intelligent people focus on patterns. Because behavior reveals truth faster than language. They notice repeated inconsistencies, emotional manipulation, hidden intentions. Personality shifts very quickly. Their brain became trained to identify danger through repeated observation. And over time, this creates sharp psychological awareness. 7. You trust slowly. People with traumatic intelligence rarely trust easily. Not because they hate people, but because experience taught them how painful misplaced trust can become. So instead of trusting words, they trust consistency. They observe actions carefully before emotionally opening up. And while this can sometimes make relationships difficult, it also protects them from manipulation. 8. You think deeply about life. Trauma changes perspective. People with traumatic intelligence often become highly reflective thinkers. They question human behavior, meaning, relationships, emotions, life itself, because pain forces self-awareness. And self-awareness creates depth. This is why many emotionally wounded people become writers, philosophers, creators, deep thinkers. Their suffering pushes them inward. And inward reflection creates understanding. 9. You can handle emotional pain better than most. One strange effect of trauma is emotional endurance. People with traumatic intelligence often survive situations that would mentally break others. Not because they enjoy pain, but because they adapted to it. They learned how to function under pressure, how to stay calm during chaos, how to continue moving even when emotionally exhausted. And while nobody should have to develop strength through suffering, that suffering often creates incredible resilience. 10. You feel different from most people. This may be the strongest sign of all. Many trauma-intelligent people feel disconnected from the average mindset. Small talk drains them. Fake behavior frustrates them. Superficial relationships feel empty. Because difficult life experiences changed the way they view people and reality. And sometimes, they carry wisdom far beyond their years. But here's the important part. Your trauma is not your identity. Your pain may have shaped your intelligence, but healing is still necessary, because survival mode is not the same as peace. And true strength is not just surviving life. It's eventually learning how to live it without fear controlling your mind. Final thoughts. Traumatic intelligence is powerful, but it comes with a hidden cost. Hyper-awareness, overthinking, emotional exhaustion, difficulty trusting, constant mental alertness. Yet despite all of this, many trauma-intelligent people become some of the wisest, strongest, and most emotionally aware individuals in the world. Because pain taught them lessons comfort never could. But remember this, your intelligence was born from survival. Now your healing must teach you peace. Because becoming mentally strong is not just about enduring pain forever. It's about learning when your mind no longer needs to stay in survival mode. If this video resonated with you, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the Mindscape, and comment below. I survived, but now I heal. And if you want more psychology and self-improvement content designed to help you understand your mind and transform your life, stay tuned for the next video.